Oh my gosh! Am I doing it? Am I actually like doing this right now? Okay. Oh, I'm so excited! Use Discord from the overlay. Well, I'm not gonna use Discord. Okay. Playing DDLC, guys. Look at, I'm so excited. I've already played it before, but it's on my phone. So yeah. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree. Shut up. Oh my god, I love DDLC. Yee, my god! Okay. By the way, guys, my favorite character is Sayori, if you were wondering. Sayori! Even though she dies first. But, you know. New game. Guys, what name should we have? Let me think. Last time I put my name as Shoto. I'm gonna put my name as Sonomy. Wait, actually, let me put it with a capital letter to be fancy. Sonomy. Hey! Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that she might draw to herself. That girl Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, where it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk around school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me and Sanemi. I'm promoting the Sanemi. Okay. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sanemi, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Going on about it, whatever. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while I'm spending my free time on games and anime. Chud! I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Sorry. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I forgot what a NEET is. Let me fix that. The only time I've seen NEET is on DDLC and in Gacha. Live. Gacha Live. Let me just search this real quick. What is happening to my phone? Oh, not in employment, education, or training. Across the UK, I've never heard that before. Why is it on Gatch Life? Then, however. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a... not in employment, education, or training in a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much probably makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Ah! Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Hold on, let me just move real quick because my booty hurts. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori around the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, I keep getting TikTok notifications. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sanemi, what a nice surprise. I can't believe I'm doing that, different voices. Okay. Welcome to the club. Oh my gosh, the way she's staring at the camera is so scary, bro. All words escape me in this situation. Okay, so we got Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. Just Monica. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. You're a child! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. Oh, so scared of me like that, you creepy, That's right. It's great to see you again, Sanemi. Monika smiles sweetly and freaking flashes us. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Chud. Basically, completely out of my league. Chud! So having her smile at me feels a little... I can't flipping talk. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Sanemi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I was pressing the wrong button. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, dummy. Wait, no, I said it wrong. I'm trying to read fast, it's so hard. Let me just read it real quick. Oh, okay. But not for you know, you, dummy. I just snapped my shoulder. Oh my gosh, that felt looking nice. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. I'm not a dead end. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Excuse me. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club... As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could have... Oh, I'm doing Monica's voice. What the hell? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes, like... But then it got me coughing, bro. I swear DDLC's giving me the hantavirus. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow... Monica, stop yapping! Oh my god! I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just... to find these three, even though they're not real. Maybe... Oh, spoiler! Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Sonami, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Hey, meow meow. Yeah. Sorry about that. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world. It's obvious by the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sanemi? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. They're all looking at me again. I know it happens, but nothing bad happens, but I'm saying, like, they literally look like they're about to, like, murder me. All four girls stare back at me. Whatever that said. But, I'm sorry. I thought, Sanemi, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Chud! Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Sanemi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sanemi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yay! What the hell was that? Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of the girls. I was about to say a spoiler, but... Alright! I'll just need to make I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I've written multiple poems before, so... It's time for you to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh, okay. Okay, who do we want to make it about? Tung tung sahur, 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 tung tung sahur. Okay. Should we make it to Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri, or even Monica, but maybe one of these. So, 3 Dokis. I mean, 4. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna make it about Natsuki. Okay, sugar. Sticky. What the hell? Candy. Cage. Joy. Doki. Rainbow. Twirl. I'm not gonna say that word for obvious reasons. Clouds. Puppy. Tears. Raindrops, I guess. Pink. Kawaii. Friends. Flower. Bunny. Poof. Kitty. Giggle. Wow, I'm getting a lot of Natsuki's. Strawberry. Oh my gosh! I got so many at the end, dog! Hi again, Sonami. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Okay, guys, so actually I'm gonna end it here because I'm freaking tired of sitting on my booty cheeks. And also, yeah, I want to get a drink. So I'll come back to this another day and do a part 2 of playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So, no, won't. Oh yeah, never mind. So, hey guys. Bye, y'all!